Yeah. If I die tomorrow, I hope you hear these words. I ain't here to flip no birds or sip no serve. Hope the future generations can get this urge. Stay woke, youngin', and avenge these nerds.
Hola, friends.
Tuesday.
Good evening.
It's Tuesday.
It is Tuesday.
That it is.
There are three of us. Law is overseas for work, so he is missed greatly.
He's on a Euro trip.
Yeah. You know what? I realized that the in the video, the camera that I used to have was really trash.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like,
It'd be like that sometimes. What's up, Arelas? How you doing?
Hey, Arelis, how are you?
What is going on, Hugo?
Hi, Hugo. Happy Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
I'll take Taco Tuesday.
Yeah,
We'll take
it's
Taco
better than what you
Tuesday.
normally say.
Yes.
Thank you.
What do I normally say?
No, nothing. Nothing.
What do I
I
say?
don't even know why I brought it up.
Refresh me memory.
How about nothing?
Nothing Tuesday does not make sense.
All right.
That
So
was
how was
actually kind of funny.
how was your
Yeah,
how
you
was
don't
your
do
week-
those often.
how was everyone's weekend?
I had a whole lot of okay. I know you guys remember last week that I was like I bought a bunch of crap, drunk shopping. I put together the Lego Infinity Gauntlet glove. It is sitting
Nice.
on my desk above the shelf with the middle finger up.
Of course,
It's great.
as one should.
Everyone comes into my office. I'm secretly flipping them off, so it's great. I just started the Statue of Liberty.
Nice.
I have a whole little now Mario playset behind me. Not playset, but like statuettes. My office is coming along, and excuse me, I'm really excited about it. Sorry.
Did you finish the cello?
Yes, except the gears are so tight that it doesn't sing with the song. And I'm gonna do it again. I want to do another one just to get it right the next time. I probably will sand down some of the sides more to get it to move more smoothly.
Can you take it
Because
apart,
I
or
wasn't
did you
sure
or did
how-
you glue it?
No, I can take it apart, but do you know the amount of work that comes with putting it back together?
I mean, if you want it to be right, you do what you got to do.
I could just start over with a new one.
Okay.
Visually, it's beautiful.
Fair enough.
Wait,
Fair
you
enough.
just asked. Well, you get the
Will
light
you get
kit
the
from
light
Infinity
kit
Gauntlet,
for the
Val.
Infinity Gauntlet? I was looking for it. I haven't found it yet. I did get the light kit for the New York City skyline because I bought that also.
Very
And
cool.
that's going to be pretty fun.
Which Lego
I'm
Which
excited
Lego
about it.
Infinity Gauntlet kit did you got? The Thanos Gauntlet or the Tony Stark Gauntlet?
It's
Thanos.
the Thanos one. It's the one you have. Because
Oh, the one I have. Okay,
Tony-
because
the Tony Stark one's called the Nano Gauntlet.
Okay, so what? I know that I have the light kits. I could ask where Just got the light kit from. Send me the link.
Exactly, Hugo. Exactly. Hugo knows. Hugo knows because he's never gonna do
You
it.
know what, Hugo? You're right.
So Hugo, true story.
Ship it
I
over.
do have to find where I packed it because I did a move, and so
It might be in
did
my
pack
house.
A bunch of stuff. Yeah, it might be in Tone's house. He has
Or-
a bunch of my stuff.
Or it might be in the pod in wherever the fuck.
Pods are cool, yo. Pods are dope. You ever moving or gotta put stuff in storage? Yo, get a pod.
How much you guys paid a month for that thing?
It's like 2 and change, like regular storage.
Oh, that's not that bad.
Well, what's cool is
What's
that they
the
come
point
in
of
a
the
truck.
pod?
So what's cool? So what they do is they
It's like
bring
a
the
storage
storage
unit.
unit to you. So the truck comes. The guy has this thing that lifts the storage unit up from the truck and drops it in a spot where you. So then you just walk your stuff in there, store it, and then they come back, pick it up, and then whenever you need it, they can just bring it over. So instead of you going to the storage unit, they bring the storage unit to you.
But what if in that transportation they break everything and like
It's
You
insured.
sign up.
it topples
Is it
over?
insured? I thought you signed a waiver.
Believe some of the stuff is waiver, but like obviously if some damage and all that shit is insured. But as far as it goes, it's like it's a easiest. It's kind of like when you get a moving company to move your stuff. So the whole point of the pod is like, okay, we pack the stuff there so that when we move to our next place, we're just gonna have them deliver the pod there. So instead of having to hire movers or breaking my back with getting a truck and having to worry about driving a truck because that was not fun driving down 95 with the wind blowing on the truck because you feel the wind with that U-Haul. But yeah, I was like, just deliver it. Now unpack it. We packed that thing, me and Tone. So I thank you, Tone, again.
We did. Val, you had a moving company, right?
Yeah, they did everything. I will never move any other way. Like, there's no in hell that I will ever do anything outside of come do my shit.
Nah, yeah. When we moved from Bronx to Jersey, I was like, I'm never fucking doing this again. And then 2 years later, I moved again.
Did you hire people to do it for you?
No.
Oh.
He just called me and paid me a Malta.
No, I didn't hire anybody.
That's no, you have to.
Law did the move from New York to Jersey. He did that one. He helped me. Seabass and him helped me.
Okay.
And then when Seabass moved from New York to Jersey, we helped him. But then the move from the townhouse in Jersey to the house in Jersey, it was just me and Seabass. But it wasn't that bad because the house was able to go to the garage was literally able to hold all of our furniture.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like we dropped everything in the garage, and then so we just did a U-Haul for one day, dropped everything in the garage, and then because we still had to pay the rental for like 15 more days, we just did me and Jackie did everything in passes. So the move was really smooth because we were able to take our time.
Oh, that works.
You got the bulk of the stuff out that first day. That one day.
Well, when you live in a 5-floor walk up with no elevator, please come do everything for me. Thank you.
Oh, and you're in Fordham, right? It was a
yeah.
You paid those people.
I sure did. I will never go any other way.
I would never do a walk. I'm past 30, which means I ain't doing a fucking walk up. I'll do an elevator. Elevator. I'll drive.
They were so happy with 2 places straight in.
Listen, I remember when I moved. I remember when I moved from Brooklyn to Parkchester, and then we had that big couch. Tony, you remember that big couch? I felt bad because the couch couldn't fit in the elevator.
Oh,
so the guys had to take it up to the stairway. So it was 3 guys that were moving our stuff, and throughout most of the move of moving stuff into the building, 2 of the guys were stuck in the stairway trying to get that couch up. And when they finally got it up, the guy goes, "I hope you're not moving out anytime soon because that couch is not coming back down."
Yo, they ain't nothing worse than Parkchester apartment moving sweat. Yo, that's that's horrible sweat. I'm waiting for that elevator.
First of all, those elevators are
tiny,
so small.
Yeah.
And so slow. Yeah, no, that would not be fun.
No. Yeah. And then the stairways were tight, so it's like if you wanted to try to use the stair to get that.
Nope.
That's why if you saw my old couch, when they had, and it was a sofa bed too. So it's not like you could take it apart and take it. It was like, I
fortunately did not know Seabass at that time.
When
you were moving.
Movers.
Yeah, so you didn't have to worry about it.
The
sofa beds are heavy.
The only time I did not use movers was when I moved in with my roommate and when we moved out to New Jersey. But when we moved from Bronx to Brooklyn, used movers. When I moved from Brooklyn to the Bronx, used movers. I was like, I ain't moving that shit.
That's why, because me and Law came.
Yeah.
That would not be me. Can't pay me enough.
Facts. Actual factuals. I'm over that shit.
I'll help with unpacking, but moving shit, I'm too old for it. Yeah. I don't plan on doing it very often.
Yeah, it sucks.
My next move will be when I purchase.
Oh, especially when you got heavy pieces.
I will hire people to do it again.
When you got heavy, like really well built pieces that you can't take apart. And Tone knows what pieces I'm talking about. He knows those type of pieces. They're just like,
solid wood that were made by a human that ain't fucking going nowhere.
That expensive shit.
Made with mortise and tenon joints and dovetails. Like, this shit is fucking moving. Give me IKEA every day, okay?
No, IKEA doesn't last.
No, it depends.
No.
It depends.
I have a thing. Here's my thing, right?
You got to spend money at IKEA and it lasts. I swear by this sofa from IKEA. I swear by it.
So my desk is IKEA. So I had this in Brooklyn, and so was my bookshelves, and they're still together.
Well, you had the Billies?
No.
Oh, because Billies are made.
They discontinued these. They discontinued them.
All right, Val, go, Val, go.
No, I was gonna sell when I was donating one of my sofas because I changed my apartment like 5 times over. But I had this nice big ass sectional, right? And I wanted to donate it. And I called Salvation Army, like, hey, I want to donate this to take it. And the first thing they asked, did you buy it from IKEA? I said, no, but I was going to buy something. Why do you ask that? And they're like, because we don't take IKEA. I was like, wait, why wouldn't you take IKEA? And Salvation Army, a free donation, refuses IKEA furniture because it's so poorly made they can't resell it.
Again, I hear
Salvation
you. No, hold
Army.
on. Hold on.
I will never buy furniture from IKEA.
Hold on.
Maybe house accents.
No.
But
Hold on. Hold the fucking phone. Hold on.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you right now. There's this sofa. It's called the Valentuna. It is the best sofa. It is a modular sofa that I swear by. We had from Parkchester that we moved to our first place in townhouse, which then moved to our house. And I have been known to break furniture pieces.
I could testify.
I break furniture pieces, and this sofa has held the test of time on my iron bionic ass. Okay? Like, I swear by the Valentuna. Now, the Valentuna got discontinued. They made a new version of it, which we have in our upstairs. Fucking love it. It's the best sofa I've ever had. We swore by it. We told Jesse and Omar about it, and then they got one.
We even got the sofa.
Valentuna.
It's discontinued. There's another one. I can send it to you, Val. So yes, if you get really cheap stuff from IKEA, then yes, it is hot garbage. If you spend the money on the pieces, it lasts. Like all of our high-end IKEA stuff, we have moved twice, and it is still held together.
So in Hugo's comment, that's why you go to IKEA, low-end stuff. You just junk when you move. Higher end stuff, you can come apart and back together a few times.
Salvation Army won't take it.
It's because I'm telling you, man, our dresser, Alex drawers, our Billies, like all of that shit, we have moved multiple times, and it is not broken.
You have to talk to their consultants when you want the higher end stuff. But you just got to know Tone. Tone got the low.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, we are a firm IKEA family, an IKEA and Old Navy family here. Like,
Old Navy works. IKEA.
I think you're getting shit. That's why. We had a shit sofa from IKEA.
No, I don't. I don't buy things from IKEA. Period. I'm just saying I didn't have a sofa from IKEA. The fact that Salvation Army said refused it tells me I don't get it. That's it.
But again, if you pay $150 for a sofa, it's crap.
Mm-hmm. Who would buy $150 sofa?
People who need a sofa and are getting it from IKEA. Again, IKEA has really cheap shit that you can get really quickly, which will break. Or you're spending a couple grand on something that's gonna last.
Actually, IKEA has better stuff than Wayfair. I could vouch for that because I went through 2 couches through Wayfair. No. I went.
The couch you got from Wayfair? Is that the one you got that came in one box?
That was one. Yeah, it was from Wayfair. It came in one box.
It's because you were being cheap.
I was not. I didn't purchase it.
There's no way.
You getting on Jesse on that one? No, it looked like a nice couch. It held up for a while, and then all of a sudden it started cracking. No, we got 2 couches from Wayfair. So I gotta say the best couch I had, number one, was a couch I got from Bob's, was that sofa bed, which took Bob's. that sofa bed stood together at the time.
I hate Bob's discount furniture, bro. I hate it.
I bought a sofa bed from Bob's. I now have the sofa bed I got now is from Macy's. I spent a good that penny.
Shit breaks, man. We had a sofa from Bob's, and that shit broke. And then
you came to my house with the sofa bed.
Hold on. And then we went to Raymore and Flanagan. We tried to get a new sectional. Then they came in. They couldn't bring it upstairs, so we had thrown out the sofa the night before. Raymore and Flanagan came through, couldn't fit. So I have no sofa in my house. I'm sitting on the floor. So Jackie and I end up going to Bob's, and I'm talking to this guy, and my mind is called. His name was Tony D. Like, it was the most. Like, think of salesman, like an Italian salesman, got the rings, got the whole vibe, thinking he's a mafioso when he really is not.
That's all those sales places in the Bronx.
All right, his name is Tony D, and he's trying to sell me on these sofas, and I tell Tom, like, yo, Tony, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I want your firmest sofa. I just want the firmest sofa you have, because Bob's has a problem where all their sofas, where they sell them, they're super soft and you sink in, but you sink in enough times, you fucking break it. Like, I'm getting a signal. I think Jack made me cookies. I think that's what that is. Is that what that is, babe? Okay, I'll be back.
Yay!
There's
Get the
cookies to be
cookies.
had.
Said,
Let's
go
cookies
grab the
in
cookies.
house. No, so like the
Did he
number one
have the gold? Did he have the gold chains and permed hair chest poking out his shirt?
we gotta ask. So
We
I'm
gotta
pretty
ask
sure.
Tone when he comes
I'm
back.
pretty sure he did, Hugo, because if he, oh my God, so there's a furniture commercial that a Bronx store, Bronx Discount Furniture had copied because it was a commercial in the South. I gotta find the link, but it's like they did a whole rap and it was just like,
Yes.
oh God.
Yes, he did.
Oh, you know what Hugo
He
would like?
said yes,
Tone.
yes, he did.
You know what Hugo would like and Val would like? Remember that video of the guy who's showing off the apartments in Parkchester?
Oh, man, yeah.
It's like, and he's a watch salesman too.
Has a cousin who can do anything too. I'm sure of it.
Yep.
Tony D definitely has a cousin for everything.
Yo, he's like Tony D. I'm like, yo, bro, just give me the firmest fucking sofa. And we did. It was called the Annie. It was a shitty beige sofa, and it had, you know, those things where, you know, the tacks that go into the furniture that have like the metal caps, and it's the tacks that go in.
Oh God.
You know what those are?
Yeah.
Well, it was made shitty from Bob's, so every once in a while, a tack would fall off. And I have 2 children at home, so we were worried about our kids stepping on fucking tacks.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's never happened to me when I had my Bob sofa. Just saying.
Well, I will say,
I bought the sofa bed.
Did you get it? Did you get your Bob sofa back when they first came out?
No. It was within the last 2 to 3 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it was quality. It was pretty good. I still have it in my New York apartment, so it works. And then this one that I bought,
Facts, Hugo,
from Macy's was nice. But those tacks hurt less than Lego. Right. What did you guys do this weekend?
I watched.
Started talking about Legos and escalated.
Yeah, it's just oh man, furniture. Saw Damsel this weekend. I enjoyed Damsel. Damsel was pretty good. I enjoyed it with Millie Bobby.
I'm gonna watch the trailer because I know nothing about this damn show or movie or whatever it is.
The movie. I'm sorry. I'm trying to hunt for the guy who was showing that apartment because I'm like, it's just, it's one of those videos where he's trying to sell the apartment and it's just.
And then he was responding to comments on YouTube. It was one of those things where me and Jackie found it at like 11 o'clock at night, and we sent it to Jesse and Omar, and we called them right after we sent it.
It's like he made it sound like it's such a luxury apartment.
He was selling an apartment?
He was like a realtor for Parkchester. He was talking about it, and he's trying to hype it up, but it's Parkchester apartments, so they're trash.
Yeah. Parkchester apartments haven't been nice since the 60s.
Yeah, well, you know, gotta do what you gotta do.
I know. I understand.
You have to step up before Section 8, so you gotta do what you gotta fucking do, you know?
His name is Richard Prophet. He just introduced. I'm gonna share this so that everybody can watch it later. His name is Richard Prophet, and his YouTube channel is called Rolex and Real Estate.
Oh my god!
Here.
That's not. Are you really serious?
I am. First off, I'm gonna drop it in the private chat for us, and for those in the chat who want to open a sidebar window so they can see this commercial and make fun of, and just laugh about it. There you go. Share it in the chat. But his name is. He introduced himself, Richard Prophet, Rolex and Real Estate, and he shows off this Parkchester apartment and tries to upsell this apartment as a luxury apartment. Damn.
That's where me and Seabass lives.
That's where we lived for all those. We're wondering what Parkchester is. It was, yeah. I mean, it's, listen, you can't knock the hustle. My man's hustling, but I'm like,
fuck that, bro.
yeah. You got extra neighbors in Parkchester.
Yeah, you
Crowley
do.
kind.
You get extra neighbors in Parkchester. So speaking of weekend stuff, what do we do? I cut a tree down. That's usually what I
Ooh.
do. And I'm always doing yard work. I'm cutting fucking trees down. Cutting fucking trees down, putting them in the garden, putting them in the leaf recycle. And Jackie and I finished The Leftovers, which wasn't that good. It wasn't that good. I don't understand how this shit got 90% on Rotten Tomatoes for all 3 seasons. It just wasn't that good.
What did you watch?
The Leftovers. It was on HBO. It's about the rapture,
Oh.
essentially. 2% of the population
Oh.
disappears.
Oh no! Then
With Justin,
I started that. I started like the first season, and then lost interest quickly.
Yeah,
I lost interest in it too. It wasn't a show I kept watching. It's like it's a hit or miss show. It's like you're either gonna like it or you're not. That's
it's just it has all those ratings, and we're like, okay, cool. And then it just wasn't for us. But we saw all 3 seasons.
Yeah, I fell off of it. I remember correctly.
So Doc had a comment about that YouTube video. He go, "Mans looks like he's 5'3" with a suit on."
Yeah. He lost me as soon as he said it's a keyless entry, and you got the key fob and security all 24 hours, and you got cameras, and that probably don't work. Mailboxes as soon as you come in, like it's supposed to be a luxury entry.
No, he doesn't show you the fucking roaches
so
on the floor. That's what he doesn't show you. All the roaches.
Yo, see, look, you got local wildlife. There you go. Yeah, I forgot that's what, yeah. But Tone sends it to me. It's like I forget. It was like late at night, and then it could not stop laughing. Dick.
Yo, Hugo coming in hot.
Oh man.
I have a question.
About
Who do you
Halo?
guys think Henry Cavill's playing in Deadpool Wolverine? I do have questions about that. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Wolverine.
He's
Wolverine. It's all but confirmed. It's like all but confirmed. He's playing Wolverine. It was the worst kept secret.
Yeah, it got leaked.
Really? This is why I don't pay attention to any of this crap.
It got so bad with the leak that people got upset that websites were fighting for who leaked it first.
Yeah, he's a Wolverine. And honestly, that may be who takes over as Wolverine.
Yeah.
Because they want to. Well, I mean, Hugh Jackman's big too.
Yeah.
I want someone short and stocky, not tall and stocky.
Yo, movie magic. Elijah Wood is not a fucking hobbit. Okay.
Well,
you're right, but still, it adds to the magic.
You know what they did? They fucking sat him behind Sir Ian McKellen and used perspective to make him small. It's actually really fascinating how Peter Jackson did all the filming for Lord of the Rings. But yes, like they'll be fine. But I think me and Jackie were talking about it. It was just they want, getting someone, obviously who's going to take over for Hugh Jackman. Everyone loves Hugh Jackman. This is Hugh's last time. They decided to get someone, people love him. He's a fucking nerd. Like someone to take over for Wolverine that we're like okay with. Henry Cavill's that dude. He also is no longer he's also not James Bond because Aaron Tyler Johnson is going to be James Bond apparently.
So
didn't see that one coming.
Was he gonna be James Bond?
It was between Aaron Tyler Johnson and Henry Cavill as the new James Bond, and they went with
Who's Aaron? Oh, get the fuck out of here! I can't. I
mean, MCU Quicksilver.
Yes, I know. I'm looking at him. Craven.
Mm-hmm. Craven.
I could see it because
him the movie as James Bond. I could see it. I guess
it's a possibility.
Is he British?
I don't know.
He could put on the accent. So I don't know if he.
No, I don't want to put on the accent. I want an actual British guy.
I like this performance in Bullet Train.
He was fun in Bullet Train.
Yeah, he was fun in Bullet Train. So I mean, I don't know. He's been committing to his roles. So who knows what we're gonna get with James Bond with him?
He's been committing to his roles.
It's so bad she got to take it off the camera.
How many roles have you seen him in? See, bad for you to say he's committing to his roles.
Right. Exactly. What the hell does that mean?
Name me 4 movies he's in.
Well, he was in Kick-Ass. He was in
He was good in
He
Kick-Ass.
was in Quicksilver. He played Quicksilver in Avengers Ultron. He was in Bullet Train. I'm trying to think of another one.
That's committed.
Obviously, they've all done their war movies. So he was in one of the many war movies.
He's in. I'm sorry. What?
I don't know which war movie he was in.
He was in a war movie.
I think so.
He just this blanket statement. They have all done their war movies, so he was in a war movie. Shut the fuck up.
Oh my goodness.
He was in Godzilla.
Which one?
In the first Garth Edwards Godzilla. He was married to what's her name, who played his sister in Marvel? Elizabeth. Elizabeth Olsen. She was in that. She was his wife, and she played his sister in.
It tracks if we're in the ultimate MCU storyline.
Who did he play in Bullet Train?
He played one of the
assassins.
Yeah.
Was it Lemon?
I know, but which?
I think he was Lemon.
Oh,
yeah, the 2 guys.
Wow.
The one who named everybody after Thomas the Tank Engine character.
Yep.
AKA Paperboy in Atlanta.
Yeah, Bullet Train was just fun. It was like these guys were all just. Brad Pitt's character was a hot mess. It's like he just happened to be there and everything.
So much shit.
Oh man, that movie it had a great cast too, and for no reason we.
All I know is this kid better have a British accent, like a natural one.
I think he is.
Oh wait, he's born in the UK. Okay, that works.
No, listen.
Oh yeah.
They're really specific about
Bond can't be American.
They're really specific about hiring for James Bond. You got to be British and you can't be black. Like that's really what it is.
So racist.
I
mean,
it's true.
And you can't be a woman.
And you can't be a woman.
Yeah.
But, even though 007 is a call sign.
Mm-hmm.
James Bond.
Yeah, that part.
But anyway, I mean, with Deadpool, so Hugh Jackman, Cavill confirmed. So they're saying that he's the Wolverine, but then there are 2 other people that they're saying possibly playing variants of Wolverine, which Daniel Radcliffe has been rumored to play a version of him in the movie. Egerton, who was in
Harry Potter's playing Wolverine.
Thank you.
Is that what you just
said?
Wrong.
They say he might be playing a version.
Yeah, Daniel Radcliffe has been a fan casting for Wolverine for a while.
Yeah,
I know.
And Taron.
I thought you see his body.
Dan has the height.
But he doesn't have the look.
He has the height.
It's not stocky.
CGI, man.
Radcliffe is no. I don't like it.
He could be putting on the weight. You never know.
He could be putting on the weight.
Listen,
okay.
Dan,
listen.
Listen. After Harry Potter, Dan's career has been very interesting in the roles he's done. Like
Dan's had a really great career.
He's had
a really great career. He's moved himself away from Harry Potter, done all a bunch of different movies. I think
it's Ron who has no career.
Ron has no career, but I think Ron is okay with that because Ron literally got married and has kids, and like even in the
I think at the beginning that was a choice, but I think now he's trying to get back into it because he's been doing some stuff.
Rupert?
Rupert. He was in the movie with Batista, the one that I can't remember the name of it. It was directed by M. Night. He was in it, and then he also had done a show for a little while. I forget what it was.
Wait, Rupert Grint was in that M. Night Shyamalan movie?
Yeah, he was one of the guys with Batista and all that.
Are you
he was
sure?
in that movie. Yeah, look it up.
Because I remember I watched the Harry Potter 20-year thing like 2 years ago, and like it seemed like he was just really happy to be a family guy.
Yeah,
he's not in the limelight like that, but he was in that movie.
Because like Emma retired essentially.
Yeah, Emma became
Tom
like an
Felt. Everyone
ambassador
just
for the
loves
UN.
Tom Felton, and Luna
I
Lovegood
love
just
him. Too.
and Luna Lovegood just makes money being Luna Lovegood.
The actor who
That's her
played
host thing.
the
But
actor
she's
who played
but
Malfoy, he was in
Tom Felton.
Flash.
Felton.
Tom Felton.
Yeah, he was in Flash.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, everyone likes him. And then
he's doing pretty good for himself too.
but the actress who's Luna, like she literally just wanted to play Luna because she got the
Yeah,
role.
yeah.
And like she's good to go.
Rupert Grint played Redman in that movie.
Did not know that.
That's why I was surprised when I saw him in the preview, and I was like, "Oh, I thought he retired
He's in
from acting."
Snatch.
Yeah. So I mean, I think he's just more like he's not in the limelight. Like he is just for the small roles and all that he's taken.
Yeah, I would say Daniel had like I mean, Emma was there. Him and Daniel and Emma were there, but I would say that Daniel had more popular movies than Emma Watson. Like I feel like not like Emma Watson's movies were just like she was fun. Like she's fun in
I think
End of Day. Well, not End of Days.
Daniel purposely did roles that challenged against everything they knew him as with Harry.
Yeah.
Well, also too, Emma went down the route too of being an ambassador and all that too. So with all the work that she's doing, so it's just kind of like left that Hollywood scene too.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if she comes back to do something but a lot of work.
That's the name of the movie.
What?
Knock at the Cabin.
Yeah, Knock at the Cabin. That one. Yeah.
Yeah, his most recent work was in Servant. He was in 40 episodes from 2019 to 2023 as Julian Pierce. Rupert Grint.
Knock at the Cabin is the most recent.
No, it's Knock at the Cabin, and then on top of it, so looking at the IMDb, Knock at the Cabin is just 2023, and then Servant is a TV series. So he plays a character called Julian Prince. So it has 7.4 stars. Okay.
I mean, maybe I
overseas.
I thought he just literally stopped, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, he probably took a break after Harry Potter, but as far as it goes, yeah, he wasn't.
You don't need to do anything else.
No.
I mean, until the show comes out.
That's right.
Then
They're
those
good
residuals
for life.
Then those residuals will start to come down because that show's going to come out.
Oh, Robert.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. It's very interesting because a lot of people assume that Cavill was either going to be Doctor Doom, that he was going to be Captain Britain, because for the longest he was fan casted as Captain Britain. I mean, some people just wanted to see him play a villain in Doctor Doom, which would have been interesting. What would have been crazy is if Marvel had casted him to either be Sentry or Hyperion. Because I remember that started to be rumors recently. They were like, "Oh, it'll be some dope stuff if they make him into Hyperion," because there are rumors that they were going. Hyperion is
take the DC Superman and turn him into Marvel Superman.
Well, yeah, because that's literally what Hyperion was. But Hyperion. Go ahead, Val.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say Hyperion has been linked to be a very boss character in the Marvel comics. There was one where it was a variant of him where he had snorted the essence of Holocaust, because Holocaust was like this pure energy. He was like, "My man, you're pure energy," and he just headbutted snorted his whole essence, and was like, "Hyperion is done. That's it. That's it." He was this pure. But like he was part of the Squadron Supreme and the Squadron Sinister, which were Marvel's version of the Justice League with Power Princess, Owlman, I believe was on that. I gotta check up which one was that one. Or it was Nighthawk. And Prism, which was like Green Lantern, and then Wizard. That was their version of Flash. Did you see the story about Maria Margolis turning down the MCU role? No, I didn't.
We'll look at that up right now.
Yeah, I'm not going to be surprised if some people are going to start turning down comic book movies, because I think we touched up on that, like how so many with the Fallout.
Who would she play in Marvel?
Oh, she was going to be in the Agatha show.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No, I mean, she played a witch in Harry Potter, so that's probably why they were like, "Oh, let's get Miriam," even though Miriam was literally like
Yeah.
telling people to stop
She-
watching Harry Potter or get over Harry Potter like 2 weeks ago.
She probably didn't want to be typecast in that
Really?
role.
Why?
Knowles.
No, she was talking about how.
Oh, it was 25 years ago. Grow up.
Yeah, she is essentially saying like all these people
Jeez.
are tying the identity to Harry Potter, and she's like, "Why are you guys having a Harry Potter wedding?" She's like, I hate to think what the wedding night is. Like, when are you gonna have fun?
Wow. Wow. She's a
funny.
hater.
She's funny. She's funny. She's a funny
Listen,
one.
listen.
If you see some of her interviews, she's really funny.
Listen, on the wedding night, that's when they play with the Patronos.
Hey. She was like, yeah, I don't like America. Yeah. Yes. Fuck that bitch. I don't give a fuck about her. Moving on, Miss Margolis.
Fuck you, Professor Sprout.
Yeah, fuck you. You ain't that
You
important.
didn't have an important part. You were just a sack right there. That had no role.
Go rip up some mandragoras.
Right, bitch. Anyways.
She was like that teacher that wants to be the favorite teacher for everybody, but tries too hard. Like, we don't like you. Shut up. Anyway.
No.
So, all right. So, Val, before we were on air, you had mentioned about Halo. Please regale me with your question, which I probably can't answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I went back and so I binged this weekend Halo. I'm now like 2 episodes away from the end, right? And I had to go back. When I started the first episode of the season, I was like, I'm so lost. And I don't remember this shit, right? So then I went backwards and watched, not say it's garbage. I went back and watched the
You rewatched
first
season 1?
Oh my
God.
Yeah.
I will say, I loved the opening of season 1.
It was good. Yeah.
The opening of season 1 got me because it was like really brutal, and then it lost me later on. But the opening for season 1.
But season 2 has a good opening also.
Yeah.
There's a scene. Okay, anyway, we'll go back to it in a second. So I went back and watched.
Fucking bullshit.
Master Chief clap cheek, so.
What? Okay, anyway. So I'm so confused. All right. So I went back and watched the first season, right? Okay. And I'm really confused of the concept of the keys and the halo. What the hell is the point of finding the halo ring? Is that like sanctuary? Is that like paradise that they're going to go live at?
I mean, do you want the real answer?
Not yet. But okay, so that's not the real question I want. Because I'm now thinking, like, do I really want to know that yet? Right? I don't want to know that.
Real talk. Real talk. The Covenant have an attachment to the Halo rings because they're created by the Forerunner, and they hold the Forerunner as, if I'm remembering this correctly, they hold the Forerunner as high in their religion, right? So like their Forerunner technology, the Forerunner created the Halo rings. That's the Covenant. Humans have no fucking idea about the Halo rings because in the first game, they just see the Halo ring as the Covenant attack the Pillar of Autumn, and Cortana's like, we kind of need to go there, otherwise we're all gonna fucking die. So the Covenant have more of the Covenant and the Prophets and the whole thing have a whole thing with Forerunner technology and the Halo ring. Humans don't. Then in Halo 1, when you go onto the Halo ring, there are multiple Halo rings. I don't know if they said that, but that's not really a big spoiler. There are multiple Halo rings. Halo rings have a very hyper-specific purpose. And I don't even know if it's, and I don't know. I'm assuming they're gonna dive into this in season 3, and then let's see what Hugo's saying.
Forerunner did all that. Is it a transformer? Because that's a pickup truck. Right?
You are trolling. Hugo.
I don't know who the Forerunner is because I don't think they mentioned Forerunner in the show.
Forerunner are just ancient aliens.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aliens.
right? So like
So
the Halo rings have a purpose. They haven't told you that purpose yet
Okay.
because you need to see the reason. You're going to see the reason why the Halo rings exist, ideally in season 3, because as they believe they said season 3 is when they're going to go into the first Halo game. I think that's kind of what the speculation is. I don't know.
So I saw the fall of Reach, and I remember you talking about Reach being glassed and
Did they
Sanctuary being
glass?
glassed,
Did
and
they
I was
glass the
really.
planet?
I mean, is that like turning it into a place of lava?
Essentially, because they use
I don't
plasma.
know
The idea is they use plasma, like their whole weaponry is plasma, and so plasma
Okay,
hitting the ground turns to glass.
you get glassed.
So your planet gets glass. Like that's
Okay.
That's the term for
vernacular.
it.
That's the term.
Got it. Okay. So in the very beginning, they're in Sanctuary, right? And there's a whole scene where Master Chief saves this Marine, and that was a good scene, just like the first season, right? It was, you get to see him go in, and then these, I guess, religious fanatics stay behind and die with the planet when they were trying to evacuate. It's a weird thing. My confusion came is because they spent a whole lot of time in first season with Master Chief with Cortana, and then all of a sudden he doesn't have her, and they separated the whole thing. Cortana's barely in this shit, and then Quan Ha, right? She's supposed to be a protector of Madrigal, and Madrigal apparently got glassed also, and they never show it. They only mention it. So now she's a refugee in the asteroids with Soren.
With Swole Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yes.
Look, you're
So,
saying a bunch of things that mean
So-
that mean nothing.
So she was essentially just created for the show
What's my-
because she doesn't exist really in the games, I believe.
so there
But,
is no Quan Ha.
Yeah, I believe they created her story for the show to give a narrative.
A lot of
from
that stuff
someone
they
else.
created for the show.
But it's not tying into the first season. It makes no sense.
Again, like that's the problem when you decide to cherry pick established lore and then make your own decisions.
And that's why I got some people upset with how they're doing the show. I mean, if they wanted to, what they should have done is
You know what?
they should have created like their own Spartan group to follow their story.
But they have more. We see Cobalt. Is that another team? Is that another team? Cobalt?
Well, there were a lot of
Cobalt? Silver team?
there were a lot
Silver
of
team,
Spartan
Cobalt?
teams, but they eventually died. Like they should have followed the team that did reach.
You know what I was really excited about seeing? You guys seen the originals, right?
The
The
original.
originals on HBO.
The originals?
No, you mean the
WB.
You mean the spin-off of Vampire Diaries?
Oh no,
Yes.
no, I
No.
don't walk in
You
that
didn't watch
universe.
the originals?
We watched Vampire Diaries. We did not do the originals. Although
The
I heard the
originals
originals is
are
better.
but
I heard the
It
originals is
is.
better.
It
I
is.
heard that too.
Niklaus, but the character Niklaus.
Oh, I love
he's
Klaus.
Vampire
Klaus is
Diaries.
amazing. Klaus is amazing.
Klaus is fucking amazing. He is in Halo. So I was really excited to see his character. He's a fucking dick. And I love it.
I mean, he does that perfectly.
But there's so much. I know. There's so much that I want to uncover. He's supposed to be Ackerman. Is there a character named Ackerman in the games?
Listen, listen.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about the games.
Okay.
Don't worry. Don't even worry. There's Master Chief, Cortana, Reach, Halo, Dr. Halsey, Captain Keys.
Bro,
everything else.
Are you gonna watch it at all?
We have to. I think we're talking about it eventually. So I'm gonna watch it. I just don't know what they're doing. Yes, there are the Halo books, and they're really fun, and they just decided to say "fuck off." Val, like seriously, Val, like when you get a chance, literally just read the Fall of Reach. Just read the Fall of Reach. It's a fun science fiction book. You find out what happens to the kids when they get them, their training, and like when Reach falls, and it's fucking great. Now, granted, I read it it came out in 2004. I think 2004, 2005, like when the first Halo games were coming out.
That's a long time ago.
I ate that shit up, and it's like and the writer is Eric Nyland, and he's a really good science fiction writer. You may remember his name because he's written some of the Star Wars books. Eric Nyland.
Okay.
But the Fall of Reach book is really good, and then there's a bunch of other Halo books. I read a number of them. Then I stopped. But read the Fall of Reach, and then you will understand my gripe with this show. You don't even need to play the Halo game. You just read the Fall of Reach.
Also, too, if they follow, like,
it was good though. That process, the whole thing that happened during the process, I think it's the government is fucked up on how they do the Spartans, and what the fuck happens to them, and they're pretty much sacrificial lamb, and then they take their armor and everything, leave them fucking to die. Shit is crazy.
Yeah, again, they just.
But it was good.
I just don't look like we said before. If you don't have any connection to the source material, I think it's a fine science fiction show.
Just certain plot holes that I'm confused on, but it's not even real, so never mind.
So all I'm saying is, just read the Fall of Reach book.
Yeah, I guess I will.
Honestly,
like you get like Master Chief's thoughts. He's always with Cortana. You meet the other Spartans. When the other Spartans die, you feel for it because it's fucked up, right? And then because the whole thing is that
how many Spartans?
There's a whole group
Do
of Spartans.
they all die?
The whole up until like Halo 4, Master Chief thinks he's the only Spartan left.
he's the only surviving Spartan.
Really?
Like, yeah, Reach ends with him being the last Spartan. They all die on Reach. They all die. And then he goes in the Pillar of Autumn with Captain Keyes, and they go to Halo, and he's in cryosleep. But like every fucking Spartan on Reach apparently dies. I think a couple, like one or two survive. Like Linda stays alive. Linda's this badass sniper. She's fucking dope. She's one of my favorite characters from Fall of Reach.
Is that who Kai supposed to be?
I think so. And then the fast one, is her name Kelly, or they changed her name?
They changed her name. That's Riz.
Yeah, so the one who runs really fast and has the two pistols, but is their athlete, their tracker, that's Kelly. They took themes of the characters, but they just could have used their names. But yeah, they all fucking die. Master Chief thinks he's the only one. That's the whole thing with him. He thinks he's the only Spartan left. He's their leader, and they all die in the line of duty. And then in the Halo Reach game, you play a team of Spartans, which is really good. Halo Reach game is good.
Yeah, you play like a rookie
team of
Spartan,
Spartans, and your whole group kind of goes through the Covenant invasion, and all of them start to like die one by one. And there's two of you left, and your mission is essentially to hold off the Covenant so that Master Chief can get onto the Pillar of Autumn. And the game ends in a final stand. And it's just a horde mode. Like the last level is literally just you fighting Covenant until you die, and then the game ends.
It's really epic.
But it's really good.
Yeah. You're just like running out of fire.
So basically what Keyes did in the show.
I guess. Did Keyes go on the Pillar of Autumn? Did they call it the Pillar of Autumn? They called it some other ship.
I don't even know what the hell that is.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Klaus fucks him over. He bounces, takes everything, and was like, fuck you, and I'm out. Like, he knew it was coming, didn't bother to save no one but himself and some key military people. That's
Does
it.
Klaus work for Oni?
And they bounce. Yeah.
Does he work for Oni?
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, that Halo Reach game was the shit.
Halo Reach game was good. It was fun.
Halo
Reach was good. It was Bungie's last Halo game before it went to 343 Studios. Because they did Halo 1, 2, 3, ODST, and Reach. And then 343 Studios took over Halo. And then that's when Halo 4, 5, and Halo Infinite came out.
I haven't played those three, but
I played
Reach
4.
Reach was the last one I played.
I played 5. I did not play Infinite. I played like the opening mission, and that's it. But Halo 3, I remember beating in one night during the release. And Halo Reach, I just loved. I remember playing that in college.
ODST was interesting because you weren't playing a Spartan, you were playing like a regular soldier.
Yeah, you played an ODST soldier. Yeah.
Yeah.
You played one of the Hell Jumpers.
That was like that opening for that one. How they were just jumping down and you're coming. So it's like with Halo ODST, the opening is that you're in like this pod. you're getting shot down to the planet. Obviously, your whole thing is that you got separated from your squad, and so part of the game, you're trying to piece everything together to find your
Nathan
squad.
Fillion is one of the voices.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's epic because you don't have like coming to playing Halo, you had like this Spartan energy where you could be on par to fight people, but because you're an ODST trooper, you don't have the same strength as a Spartan. So if you're trying to go melee, let's say for example, what were those guys' names that they were the dudes that used to come with the hammers, the brutes. You try to go like knock out a brute, you can't do shit. It's like you really got to fight this a little bit smarter. So that was interesting about Halo ODST. So, bro,
Val, in the Covenant side, did they talk about the Arbiter?
Not that I'm familiar with. I still have 2 more episodes to go.
Okay, that's
because what's her name with the blonde hair that she died in the first season is back for some reason. The one he fucked.
Oh,
the girl.
Okay. Yeah. She died in the first season.
She didn't die in the first season.
Yeah, she died.
She didn't die. She went back to the Covenant.
I just rewatched this shit. She goes back to the Covenant. She uses the keystone. He blacks out. Kai ends up shooting her dead. She comes down, and then Cortana takes over, and he's all of a sudden a shell. That's how that shit ended. And then it completely went left in season 2, and the bitch was dead. She was laid out dead.
Well, she's back.
And now she's back.
Guess who's back?
Why we have
no
humans,
explanation.
Why we have humans
whatsoever.
interacting with the Covenant this early? Again, it's a hot mess. It's a hot mess.
And then she just convinced the big. What's the thing with the
elites?
The mouth like this. So she's working Predator. With an elite.
Yeah, the elites.
Yes. So she's working with an elite that he's like a leader of his own shit. My camera keeps doing this stupid shit. Okay, and she convinces him, so they get called back because they failed their mission or whatever to like this mushroom thing looking thing, right? And he's like, we failed, and hopefully she stole Cortana, and Cortana's not really fucking with her, and she's like, yo, I'm not telling you shit. She's like, if you don't tell me shit, they're gonna kill both. They're gonna fuck with us both. And then she convinces the elite guy who wants to kill Master Chief that he's the chosen one by playing some bullshit until he turns his back on the mushroom place.
He might be the Arbiter.
I don't know if that made any sense.
The Arbiter,
because I don't know names.
That might be the Arbiter. So it's
the mushroom thingy.
No, so the whole thing is the Arbiter is a specific elite that I don't know, like it's been a long time, but essentially becomes like this holy warrior for them because they're a theocracy, right?
Oh yeah, then that's the guy, I think.
But essentially the guy who becomes the Arbiter in Halo 2 failed in his mission. I think they did the whole thing where he failed on Earth or failed on Reach or in Halo. I think he was in command of the Halo ring, like the whole thing, and the whole thing blows. And Halo 1 happens. He clearly fails, comes back to the Prophets. The Prophets are like, "You fucked up. You are now going to be the Arbiter, and that's going to be your penance." And he wears his armor. So if that's what they're doing in this, that elite may be the Arbiter for season 3, but the Arbiter doesn't show up until after Halo 1. So I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot going on. I mean, look, the whole thing with the Covenant too, like they are like just, it's like in their religion to kill the humans.
Yeah.
Like it's like a holy war. They are literally committing a holy war against the humans. So when they show up in the books, it's really crazy how like they don't talk to you. They don't do nothing. They are just going to destroy and kill you because that is what they need to do. And they talk about like even the first interaction with them, and they talk about like how the ships are launching nukes at them, and the technology is like, it's really, it feels really scary because of how far advanced they are. But like there is no them dealing with humans. Like it's just religiously like,
no, the Marines got regular guns, machine guns and bullshit, and you got these guys with protective shields and like plasma rays and like super hot holographic things that just slice right through you.
Yeah, like the Covenant's supposed to be fucking scary. And like I felt like and the thing with the first season of the show, like that first episode, it really felt like the Covenant were scared when they're just killing all these kids. I was like, yo, that's fucked up.
The same thing in this first episode.
But then they have the lady, and I'm like, this doesn't that was the first red flag for me. Yeah, like that makes no sense.
Yeah, she's
that makes
I
no
don't
sense.
understand her role at all.
The idea of like the technology that they're looking for interacting with Master Chief, the Reclaimer thing, like that happens because that is him, but they're not that quick to realize the connection of Master Chief's importance as the Reclaimer. Like it doesn't happen until later. Like they're like, there's no way in hell a human is a Reclaimer. Like there's no way. They're like, there's
the Blessed One is a Reclaimer.
Yeah, she is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like they're not there yet. Like they are meeting. They're not thinking that the humans are that. They don't believe it. The prophets don't believe it. They don't believe it. They think it's all horseshit. And like it takes away from their
mission, their holy war.
It takes away from the holy war of it. Yeah, like it's a fucking holy war. And like there's supposed to be like this scary alien that takes no mercy, and I think it takes away from it. Like the Spartans come in, and like the Spartans are the first ones to kill them. Like it's like that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like this unbeatable threat, and then the Spartan kids, and they get their armor, come in and fight them. And then in the book, you read the monologue of what Master Chief is thinking in his head. He's like, yo, these things are fucking strong. Because they talk about like how the elites are like pure muscle, just muscle. And like it's supposed to be like this whole thing. And it took away from it.
He fights. He's the only one that seems to be able to kill an elite.
Elites are like the strongest.
He tore open the face and everything like a predator tearing his face apart. Which is crazy.
Did he have his armor on, or he was no armor?
No armor.
See, that's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Well, he's already a really strong human compared to everyone else because the augmentation.
No, he got the augmentation, but the armor enhances the augmentation because the more
but they took it. Klaus took his shit and left him to die, bro.
Yes.
He was Klaus was like, let me tell you something.
So in the games,
but Klaus was like, you do know that Master Chief is just a suit of armor. I don't need you. That's what he told him.
But that's the show, because I guess they couldn't do, because Pablo had to show his fucking face the whole time. I guess. I don't know. I'm just saying the armor is just as important to the Spartan. Like you don't separate the two. The Spartan has the enhancements. The enhancements are what they need to use the armor. Like no regular person can go in the armor. You need the enhancements to use the armor. The armor and then supplements your stuff, like your vision, your reflexes, your strength.
I think that's why I won't say it. You just watch it. Okay. That could be what they're trying to do with some of the characters.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
What ifs? But according to Klaus, that's not the case. And what's her name? The doctor?
Halsey?
Yeah. I don't even know why she's still around for real.
I mean,
she's going to be around for a long time.
She's around for a while.
Yep.
She shows up in Halo 5. She's around.
Yep.
She's around. She becomes an old lady. She's around.
Dr. Halsey.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot. But the show's pretty good. I enjoy it. I just have a lot of questions, and season 1 doesn't seem to fit with season 2 at all.
The wrong guy to help.
And since I went back and watched it because I was so confused how they left it off in the last season and where they are in this season, you're like, okay. And then when they finally explain it, and I'm like, but why? So,
well, that's why you need someone who's in charge of continuity and someone who's like keeping track of everything and what to do when it comes down to it, because it's easy to get lost in that story. And it just seems that they're like, well, we have to backtrack what we did in season 1 because we got people mad. So it just sounds like there's just some stuff that they fell apart with, because they could have done that opening with Quan's planet, if anything, just to tie it back to that character.
Magical?
Yeah.
Well, they mention it. They did it in Sanctuary instead, which didn't see. I didn't care, right? The whole point of Quan's fucking storyline in the first season was to protect this well and lead Master Chief to it at some point. Now you could do off scene. They just mentioned it that Magical's blasted, gone. So what are you protecting really?
It just takes
what the fuck are you leading him to?
It just takes away from the writing of season 1. It's like, okay, if you were gonna stick to the story, then stick with it, and that should have been the planet that they glassed in the beginning.
But then, like, but the thing is, like, you need to make people care about the characters, and we need to care about the Spartans. And I don't care. I didn't care about
the Spartans.
Well, talking about it,
you care about Master Chief. You care about the tall one who has emotion now, right?
Kai, Riz, Vanek, all of them have emotion.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, I mean, what they should have.
They all took out their pellet. The whole silver team took their pellet out.
What they should have done is this.
And what's really cute. I'm sorry, really cute. Vanek. So Kai goes. She asked it in the first episode of season 2. She's like, I heard you took your pellet out. He's telling her, like, mind your business. And he's like, why would you know that? And I guess Riz told him, right? And she said, do you feel different? He goes, no. Then he says, I've been watching animal shows. It's like the puppies. It talks about little animals from the Animal Planet. And I thought that was really cute. But anyway. Yeah.
What they should have done is this.
They all have feelings.
What they should have done is create an original Spartan team to follow. Like, I think so. The mystery of
Silver Team doesn't exist.
No, Silver Team does. Those characters don't exist, but they are like essentially an illusion of Master Chief's Blue Team.
Well, I was gonna say like what they should have.
There's a Cobalt Team. We get introduced to Cobalt Team.
So
is that not real?
No, it's just they're just cherry picking.
So
they're just cherry picking. It's just cherry picking.
I'm trying to get the point.
I sound like an old man staring, yelling at the sky. It was just so frustrated with this stupid fucking show.
So what I think they should have done is they should have followed what they did with the animations, because remember the animations on the anthology series that they did. So they came out with a Halo animation, and it was like different stories, and anytime that Master Chief was involved, it was like they still kept the mystique of Master Chief on the side, but you had an original story to follow with some original Spartans. Like there was one that was a comedy, there was one that had this whole group. What they should have done with the show is create a whole original Spartan team, and then every once in a while you just have someone in a suit that's portraying Master Chief, and he just appears every once in a while, but followed an original Spartan team and their story and dealing with the Covenant, which could have allowed you to create an original story within the Halo universe all the way to the point of Reach. But it just seems that, I don't know, it feels like some people and what they should have done is they should have said, hey, this is an adaptation of the stuff, but it doesn't seem like they're really adapting too well, because from what you're telling me, Val, is that there's a bit disconnect with some stuff that they've established in season 1, that like it makes no sense that they made this character Quan like a big thing in season 1, and then to glass her planet off screen. To me, that's not really good story writing. It's like
she comes back, she's a refugee or whatever,
but it's like now she comes back as a refugee, but it's like, you made this big thing about her going back to protect her planet. You made this big thing that this tied into her part of her story that we had to follow
until season 5, and you find out there's a Halo multiverse.
Ryan Reynolds is going to be Master Chief in Halo 5.
Oh, you mean Halo Legends? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, they had Halo Legends. They had Halo 4. They had Halo 4 Forward onto Dawn. That was a fun watch. I remember watching that. They have a Fall.
Oh, you're talking about the animation.
There's an animation. There's a Fall of Reach animation. That's on Peacock.
So I don't have to read it.
You should read it. No, it's good. Like, no bullshit. It's good.
Okay, all right, I'll read it.
It's a good read. It's a good read.
I trust your opinion, so I'll read it. I'll audiobook it.
It's good. I may just pick it up again and read it because I loved it. It's one of those It's one of those core memories for science fiction books for me.
Gotcha.
I think Fallout's going to do a lot better than what Halo did, because like what they're saying with Fallout, though, what they're doing with Fallout is that they're creating an original story for Fallout, but it takes place in the Fallout universe, where it's not going to mess with what they did in the games. It's actually going to add to the canon.
That's fine. That's fine, because Fallout, you got the Vault Tech, you got the whole thing. That's fine. No one really needs to. Fallout like is in a really good spot to do that, right? Like it has that opportunity to do that, where the showrunners don't need to fall back on the games and the existing story. They can just be like, we're going to pick a random vault in a different place, and we're going to do this. We just need to keep we need to keep the existing lore of the world and work around that, which is way easier when you want to make.
What does that mean, a random vault? Because I've never played anything Fallout, and I don't know what that means.
So the whole idea is like they create vaults for like nuclear war. Vault-Tec does all this, like they create vaults underground for people to go into, and
they're bomb shelters.
They're bomb shelters essentially, and like they are presented to be this better than the real thing, when essentially they are totally fucked up. But what happens in the Fallout games is that nuclear war happens, and like everything gets totaled, and in every game there's a random vault. So like there's DC, there's Boston, there's some other cities, and each game you're playing a character who comes out of the vault after a certain amount of time. So what the show is doing for Amazon is they're doing a different city that's not based on any. It'll be LA, which isn't based on any games. I don't think they ever did one. So after the war, those people are going to come out the vault, and they're going to come into the world, and they're going to be living it and reacting to it. So that's when you meet, Walter Goggins as a ghoul. You'll meet some of the monsters, all other stuff. So that's what I mean. Like the games always started off that way. You come out the vault and you move forward with the game, and you deal with the story that's within that city or whatever, and you work around it. And so like they have the existing lore that they can build around, but you have an original character and you have an original story that you can do, which is fine, which Fallout plays to that. Kind of like if you want to do like a Elder Scrolls show, right? You don't really need to follow Elder Scrolls. You can just do it in the world of Morrowind, and that's it. And as long as you have like the factions, everyone will be okay. And so they're doing that here. All the factions are there, but we're having an original character. Where like Last of Us follows the game, Halo takes the source material and does whatever the fuck it wants to do with it.
Twisted Metal is just on its head. Twisted Metal was just hilarious.
Yeah,
I didn't bother watching that.
It's just a fun ride. That's
like,
what Twisted Metal was.
I don't feel like I know I'm beating a dead horse. It just feels like you have the creators who took the Halo show. I remember like when the Halo show was supposed to be Halo was supposed to be a show on Showtime a long time ago. Like there were rumors that Steven Spielberg was tied to a Halo show. Like
that's how long it's being worked on.
Years ago. So like the Halo show has been a project that they've been trying to do for a really long time. And it just felt like the creators got it. And I don't know what the creative process was, but it felt like they decided we're gonna have Master Chief, we're gonna have Cortana, we're gonna have some of our key characters, but instead of following existing lore, we're going to create our own thing. And I think that's when you stumble, because like if it was just the games, Halo 1, Halo 2, fine, create your own thing, create how Reach happened. But like we have all that information, and you fall into this trap of like you're adapting something that's beloved, and you're not even trying to keep to the source material that's solid. Like it's solid source material. And if you want to flesh it out, if you want to change some of the Spartans up to make some of them, change the genders up, change the races up, change some of that stuff up, that's fine. But let's do the story that we have to make it feel impactful. Like the Spartans are super soldiers. Like, that's okay. But seeing them die is what is. I'm down to switch gears. We don't have to do this.
Okay. I came out of the vault and into the chat. So, yeah, what up, Dave?
Hey, Dave.
So
I wanted to ask about real quick. Yeah, Acolyte. No, that's exactly what I was going to lead towards.
Yeah, let's talk
Because
about the acolyte. Come on,
I'm
Val.
excited. So I didn't know the trailer came out.
I am.
And
I'm done.
as
I'm
you
getting off
all
my
know,
soapbox.
I'm a Star Wars fanatic. And Tone goes, "Did you guys see the trailer?" And I'm like, "No, let me check it out." And this is exciting. I don't know what this story is going to be about. And I'm hoping we get more of it because it has nothing to do with Skywalkers. So I'm excited about that.
It is a beautiful thing. We have the story set in the High Republic. There is a couple of book series based in the High Republic.
Mhm.
But the fact of the matter is, we have never seen this era of Star Wars in live action, which is very exciting. This is a time when the Jedis are in full force, full on
Mhm.
doing their fucking thing. Master Yoda is a fucking teacher and young at this time. But we're going to be seeing the rise of the dark side, which I think is going to, and I think it's a dark side kind of focused show, the way the themes are, the way the poster came out. Yes, you're absolutely right, Carrie Ann. We have Trinity as a fucking Jedi. I'm so here for this. Very excited,
Right.
very excited to see Carrie in Star Wars and seeing her do her thing because she's always great in whatever she does. But I'm really pumped for it. I'm really pumped for it. I think it'll be worth it to get like really heavy lightsaber Jedi action because that's what this era is.
They got the
Yeah.
actor from Squid Game. He's in it. He's playing one of the Jedi. So I was like, oh snap! So it's like it's an interesting crossover role for him too. So proud from and they have a few other people in it too, outside of Trinity and I think I saw like who was hold on IMDb acolyte. I just
Says 100 years before the episode 1. Excuse me. This is taking place, and it's the end of the High Republic era. Is that right?
I
Is
don't know
that
if
the
it's
start of it?
I don't know if it's the I don't know if it's the end or I don't know what the timing is. I know we have the High Republic era and all that stuff. I just know it's just a different era of
Yeah.
it's a different time frame.
100 years before the Skywalker story is good for me. I'd like to see more old Republic.
Yes, there is. Not even a
I'm okay
possible.
with High Republic.
Not even a possible. It is a
I saw.
confirmed Jedi Wookiee.
yeah Lee Young Jai who was in what's it called Squid Game. So he's one of the Jedi in the show. Carrie Ann Moss.
I still have not watched that shit.
Season 2's
What?
coming. Squid Game.
Good games.
Squid Game
Game's fun.
season. Yeah, it's a really good show.
I know.
It did really well.
It's
And
just the popularity it had
Hugo.
at the time. I just refused to do it. Jedi Wookiee, may the fur be with you. I'm excited for the show. I'm excited to see where it goes. I am not familiar with this era of the Star Wars series or stories at all. So I probably, because it's coming out and they're gracing us with 2 episodes the first day, I'm probably going to start reading some books about it.
It was newly created for the Disney Star Wars. Like the first book came out, I want to say like a year and a half ago. The first book
Really?
series. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Or like I was in we lived in Jersey when the first hardcover books for the
The
High Republic.
Republic?
Yeah, I have the first one. I didn't read it, but I do have the first one. It was one of those like I was at the bookstore and I bought it because I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a like because I know they released the eras, but like it's our first. So if you have the books, you can read the books. But it's our first thing. I'm hoping if this is successful.
oh wow,
which means we can go into different eras like the Old Republic. Please, 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 please bring us to the Old Republic.
so I'm a so
Please, I would
it
really
looks like
love to get
the-
Revan.
looks
I
like
would
that we-
really love to get Revan.
so the actor who we see looks like that's played a Sith that's fighting Carrie Ann Moss in the bar, like in the cantina. Amidala Stenberg.
Ooh,
She
Yang
was
Lee in
actually Rue in Hunger Games.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they showed them in the preview, Hugo. Or I think the act. I mean, if I'm confusing the actor or a character, but yeah, it's pretty interesting. Some of the actors that are here and all, but yeah, I was like, oh wow, I haven't seen her before. It was Rue.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what
Well,
they
you don't see her
do.
face.
What they do with this acolyte. Is it going to be because the rule of two is a thing
So
here. Like it's
yeah, so it looks like this movie will be set 200 years before Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. This period is known as High Republic era, when there is peace in the galaxy and the Jedi Order is at its height.
Yeah.
Well, it was supposed to be a movie. At least that's what the plan was.
No, but I think we're gonna see, we'll see someone who is part of the Sith line, because there should only be two, and their whole deal from Bane is to destroy the Jedi, and they just keep doing it over and over again until Palpatine finally succeeds in doing it. And so we may see
the rule of two is something that I want to see also. If they can give us a Bane trilogy,
I would die happy if we had a Bane trilogy and done correctly.
That would be freaking awesome.
So I don't know
Give
who.
me a Bane trilogy.
I would love a Bane trilogy.
So I don't know who Daphne Keene is playing, but Daphne Keene, it just says that she's going to be in The Acolyte. Daphne Keene was in Logan.
Oh, X-22.
Yeah, she played Laura.
23.
Okay.
And rumors are that she's going to be in the Deadpool movie, but that hasn't been confirmed because obviously I'm just looking. So they have a pretty good cast of people who've been in a lot of different stuff. But now it's like, it's just sticking within that Disney range.
I don't know. That poster has some blood on that lightsaber, so
they're probably gonna kill a lot of people.
The fight scenes look pretty good so far.
Listen, like, I'm hoping it's dark side focused, because I think we need to see. I want to see something.
So they don't confirm how many episodes Lee Jung-jae is in. They don't confirm. They confirm that Carrie-Anne Moss is in one episode. They confirm it's on IMDb. Daphne Keene is in 8 episodes, and Amandla is in 8 episodes.
Might be 8 episodes. That's what Disney does. They do 8 episodes.
Yeah. She tweeted out she wanted to wield a lightsaber. X-23 wanted X-22 to wield a lightsaber. Okay. Haven't seen the previews or anything yet. Hugo, go to YouTube. We saw it just a few minutes before we started tonight's show. It came out today, the preview, the trailer, and the series comes out in June, beginning of June.
Yeah.
Who does Daphne Keene play? Is she going to be Darkseid or?
It doesn't say on IMDb.
What if she's one of the two?
So really going over. It just says the number of episodes that she's in. It doesn't say the characters that everyone's been casted to play. So Daphne and Amandla, they've both are listed here for 8 episodes. Jodie Turner-Smith is listed for 7 episodes. Jonas is another actor. He was listed for 2. So Carrie is listed for 1.
He's playing Kel Naka. That's his title. His name.
Lee
Jung-jae
is just unknown amount of
episodes.
It's
8 episodes. Just so you know, it's 8 episodes.
Yeah.
It says Jedi Master.
Yeah. But he hasn't been. It's
his
unknown
title.
Episodes
the cast just shows. It just says Jedi Master. Carrie-Anne Moss is just a Jedi. Only 2 characters actually have a name attached to them.
Yeah.
So far,
they're keeping a tight lip on it, which is smart because a lot of stuff that keeps getting leaked. So, as far as it goes, yeah, it's very smart for them to keep a tight lip.
I'm excited.
Surprise a lot of people what they're gonna do. Unlike the Deadpool.
Listen, I am a super Star Wars fangirl, so give me everything.
Yeah, we're getting 8 episodes. I think my guess, we're gonna see the 2. That's what I think we're gonna see. And their plots.
Yeah.
Could maybe see a little bit of maybe see Darth Plagueis. Maybe I don't know. Maybe we see a little Darth Plagueis.
Have you guys ever? So here's something funny. Have you guys ever looked up who Tony McCarthy is?
Mm-mm.
Tony McCarthy.
No. Why would we look up someone we don't know?
So looking at his IMDb, this guy has been in almost everything geek, from the Marvels, Secret Invasion, Ant-Man, Andor, Doctor Strange, Fantastic Beasts, The Batman, Black Widow. This
Is
guy
he
has an
in
amazing
the
career.
is in the Acolyte? Because I'm looking here, I don't see him.
No. He wasn't in the Acolyte. I just went down a rabbit hole. But he's someone who
Tommen
appeared in
Baratheon is going to
God.
be in the Acolyte.
yes.
The guy who plays Tommen.
That's who he is. I'm looking at this kid's face and I'm like, why does he look so familiar? Okay,
He
thank
jumped
you.
out
Thank
a
you, Tone, for giving me
window.
something.
He
Yeah.
played two. He played two characters in Game of Thrones. He was a
Dean Charles
Lannister.
Chapman
He was a Lannister cousin who
Yes.
was murdered by Stark men, and then he
in
came back to
season
life
1.
as Tommen.
Yes. Thank you for giving me the insight, because I don't know who Tony McCarthy is, but at least that was valuable. Just search the preview on YouTube. I saw the Popeye the Sailor Man live action movie teaser. Will Smith? What? Wait, there's a
Wait.
Popeye the Sailor Man?
No, they can't be. That
Hold
can't be
on.
right. That
Hold
can't be
on.
right.
No, there's no way.
Hold on.
Hugo is trolling us, and we're all falling for it right now.
I totally am. Popeye the Sailor Man trailer. No, there is a teaser, but this is not real. There's no way this is real. No, it's not real. Someone made that because there's another one that has The Rock.
Oh,
It's one of those fake
It's
trailers.
fan made.
yeah, Foxstar
Yeah, it's a
Media, 4.8 million views 2 months ago.
Yeah, no. 10 days ago was they did one of Dwayne Johnson, and 2 months ago they did one of Will Smith. That's not real.
Although Dwayne Johnson's killing it in wrestling right now, which is pretty funny, and he's pissing off everybody because he's playing a heel.
I don't know. I think this one's bullshit because YouTube is trolling.
Sure. I heard they were doing live action, but
Pursue
didn't know
AI.
the trailer dropped.
Indeed, AI probably did create that monstrosity.
Curse you,
did you
AI.
guys ever see the AI video that someone did of Will Smith that's just eating spaghetti, and then another one of him being eaten by spaghetti?
No,
It is horrible.
No.
It's
I'm
like
not
it's just
watching.
it's the cursed AI on YouTube late at night. People just throwing crap up.
And you watching it.
You know what I am completely over is these fake fan trailers. I don't want.
Oh, but
them.
they've been doing that before AI.
Yeah, that's
No,
not
I know. I hate all of them.
I had to put Val on that. Like, that's a fake one. Val. She was like, no, but I was like, yeah. And it's like, damn it. I remember. I forgot which one it was. I think it was a Marvel movie.
There's a few of them. They catch me all the time. The Ninja Turtle one also for Ronin. That was fan made.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this would have been so lit if they made that. It's
Actually,
real.
Did you guys ever get to see the fan made movie that was called Batman Dead End?
Mm-mm.
So someone
Oh
had
God,
did
those are
a
cursed. Don't look them up. You'll regret it. I'm not looking them
yeah
up.
no, don't look them up. They're horrible. Will Smith eating spaghetti from a year ago is freaky. Yep. No, so someone had did a fan made video, and it's very well done, where it was Batman versus the Predator. So in the beginning, what's up, Shy? In the beginning, it's Batman, he's chasing the Joker, and then all of a sudden the Joker gets pulled up by an alien tail. And then all of a sudden the Predator comes out. So they did a whole Batman versus Predator, and the quality of this fan film was just really you would, it was like TV show / movie quality. And then at the very end, more Predators are coming out for Batman after he takes out the Predator, and then you get the background. It was just really well shot. I recommend anybody to see it. Look for it. It's called Batman Dead End. That's a really great YouTube live action video.
No, I don't even want to start that, because then YouTube's gonna think I want to see stuff like that, and then they're gonna give me that in my algorithm. I don't want to see no fake trailers.
It's not a fake trailer. It's a fan made film.
I'm sorry. I'm watching this Will Smith eating spaghetti thing. What the fuck?
I'm not sorry, Tom.
I don't even understand.
And then people did a 2023, 2024 version, and the 2024 version looks way better.
Because they improved it. But it's so bad. Yep, that's like the first video. I gotta find it now.
They got him drinking. They got him eating spaghetti, drinking wine.
Yeah, it's just it's. I don't know. It's like who sits there and goes like, you know what would be a great video to have is just drawing. What was it? Just doing nothing but Will Smith eating spaghetti, and I think Will Smith trolled it too.
That's wild.
I don't know why we're even giving that attention.
Will Smith gets eaten by spaghetti.
Yeah,
he gets
the other
eaten
one.
by spaghetti.
So I'm sending to you guys in the chat. Batman Dead End. Again, it is one of the best.
What the fuck am I watching?
Why did you
what the fuck? Oh my god.
Are you watching Will Smith eating the spaghetti or getting eaten by spaghetti?
I watch both.
God.
There's another one, The Rock eating rocks.
Why? There's no, I don't even want to do it.
I have the best YouTube playlist ever. Yes.
Val doesn't want to end up on the Seabass playlist. Nope. I don't even want to be nowhere near Seabass's algorithm.
It is the best.
It's the algorithm of trash. That's it. There's no way.
It's the algorithm of pure late night gold. They just sent you to Batman Dead End.
He said pure awesome. Late night gold.
Yep.
Nope. What you're gonna force my YouTube to think that I want to see is nope. I don't want to see it.
Listen, all this weird dark shit that we watch on YouTube is only here because we all watched it on Newgrounds.
Yep. There we go. No, it's not. Seabass playlist is a cursed image. It is one of the most beautiful images because you know what? The cursed ones was the E-Bombs world. That's it.
Oh, E-Bombs world.
He heard you like.
We heard you like Margot Robbie. Here's some more. No, see, no. I don't want it.
Yeah, but Batman Dead End. So this was like in an era on YouTube where some people were just doing some really great fan films, like the quality and the production. I think that's when a lot of the stuff like the verse battles and all that came up. But Batman Dead End was it was epic. It was like felt like they tried to rip the pages off of Batman versus Predator from the comics, and it was just oh man, this would be a dope movie or show. Who knows? Or animation. I would just love that.
Or no.
Listen, the Batman versus Predator comics were nuts.
Okay. You just love Predator and Aliens. That's just your thing.
It is.
Listen, yes. You would not poop on Predator and Aliens. When done right, they are awesome.
But when done wrong,
they're
very wrong. When they're done wrong, they suck.
But Seabass loves them anyway. He doesn't care wrong right.
No. I am very passionate about a good Aliens and Predator flick. When they do him wrong, I get Aliens Resurrection should have never happened.
We don't talk about
Aliens versus Predator could never happen.
These
movies were trash. Yes, you did. You opened
AVP 1 didn't need to happen. AVP 2 definitely didn't need to happen. And Aliens Resurrection didn't need to happen.
The craziest thing is Aliens versus Predator. It's a well-written book, and they borrowed stuff from the book, but because they wanted to put the aliens on Earth for so long, they was like, it's going to take place on Earth, and we're going to change everything up. And I'm like, this fucking sucks, because it was on a planet of these cattle ranchers that all of a sudden, and you learned that the predators would send the aliens eggs to impregnate the planet so that the young Yucha, who are like, it was like a rite for passage for them, would go and hunt an alien, and then they would, use the acid blood to create their mark for their house.
Listen, when they showed an alien skull at the end of Predator 2, we all went wild.
Yes.
And then when we finally got a film version of that, it was trash. It was so trash, it was rated PG-13.
That's how you knew it was trash.
It wasn't even rated R. Aliens versus Predator 1 was rated PG-13. It was so
It was
bad.
trash.
It doesn't even make sense.
It was like when Expendables 3 was rated PG-13.
And then they decided to make
Why?
a trash sequel.
What?
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
Yeah.
No, you didn't know Expendables 3 was
I
PG-13?
did not.
It was PG-13.
No, it's Expendables. I would assume it's rated R.
Yeah.
The first two were rated R,
Okay.
then the third one, like, oh, we got to get the teens in it. Let's put a PG-13. I was like, nope.
No, it's not how that
I'm
works.
not seeing it.
Not seeing it. If I'm not seeing my action movie stars of the 80s and 90s just kill men by ripping their throats out, I'm not watching this movie.
Old
There's a-
washed up action
There's a
stars.
reason why I can always watch Arnold Schwarzenegger's Commando, because he is just mercilessly
Oh,
just
God.
killing men.
When he dropped that dude off the thing, he's like,
Oh,
tell me, it's
Sully.
like,
He threw
yeah,
Sully
Chuck
off the...
Sully.
Yes.
What-
Yes.
What rabbit hole did we
No, or when he
just
takes
jump into?
the circular saws and he has them and he just throws them at the guys and, and circular saws just go into their chests.
Oh,
Commando was so unhinged. Commando's so good.
Commando. Oh, you remember Tango and Cash?
Good, I wouldn't say. Entertaining, sure.
Listen,
Oh,
these were the
man.
movies back in the 80s and
Fucking
90s
love
that just were
Commando.
just, oh, God.
Okay, he had the typical rocket launcher that was the box and it had the 4 rockets and he pulls it out. Oh,
Oh,
You guys are
shit.
such guys. It's like,
Okay.
oh, for rocket launchers.
Yes.
That's where the testosterone came from. That's like literally all. That was Stallone. That was Schwarzenegger.
yes.
That was all they were doing.
Like I didn't
No, see,
realize like
I
how much I
really
love Arnold
enjoyed-
Schwarzenegger until I see him. I'm like, it's Arnold.
So at that time, who didn't love Arnold? No, you know what I really liked? I like Van Damme, Steven Seagal, like the what's the fucking shit when he's on a boat and he's like a Navy SEAL.
Under Siege.
Can't even Under Siege. What we had that on VHS. I watched that so much. Every Van Damme movie,
Yeah.
Bloodsport, all of those karate shits. I loved all of them. It was like I can't even. I watched so many of them that I don't know how to differentiate which was which.
So what's crazy?
Because they were all Van Damme movies are all the same thing.
Even
So what's
Seagal
crazy-
movies, all the fucking
I know there's
just
yes, they all were like
Oh, Double Impact. Double Impact with Van Damme plays his twins.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steven.
Wait.
So early.
no
Yeah,
Double Impact.
was the twins.
Wow.
He plays Van Damme.
I
Plays
know
the
there's a
twins.
there's a Van Damme movies. This is a Van Damme movie, right? Goes through this montage of him training where he's stretching out to show the split.
Yep.
Okay.
Goddamn
Goes through this
shit.
whole process to learn to one of his friends got hurt or died.
That was Bloodsport and
And he had
Kickboxer.
to go and train in some like remote village with some legendary legend, goes and fights the final thing, and it happened in like 7 of his movies.
Yeah.
It's all the same thing.
And so when you look at Bloodsport and when you look at Kickboxer, it's literally the same fucking movie that you just described because that's
You
what
get the
happens in both
training-
of those
Van
movies.
Damme gets your training montage. I get the Arsenal montage of Arnold Schwarzenegger when he just
Yeah.
loads up and he's got grenades across his entire chest. And he,
No,
has,
no, we
like-
don't talk about that, Jay.
he's got like
No.
$5,000
What
worth
is
of shit
Glimmerman?
on
I
his
don't
body.
even remember that.
Steven Seagal,
No, see,
early Steven Seagal was
Arnold-
great, but then later Steven
Later,
Seagal was
Steven
like
is a
what we were
hot
doing.
mess.
Yeah.
When he became fat, it's a hot mess.
The biggest movie that I remember Steven Seagal in is Under Siege.
Yeah.
I think and there was
He did
another
Under
one,
Siege and Under
with,
Siege
like-
2. Under Siege 2 was on a train.
and I don't remember that. I remember there's another one where I can't even recall. It's weird.
Oh yeah, he became
Yeah,
a
he
sheriff.
became a sheriff
He
or
did.
something
He had a
like
live
that,
action.
something like
He had a reality show where he was a sheriff.
Under Siege, like best part of Under Siege was Erica Elenick jumping out of the cake.
That might be the one.
I don't even
that might
remember
be the
that.
one with the train because he was the chef on the train. It's so it's crazy because early Steven Seagal and Van Damme were awesome, but then later in their careers, like you see Van Damme when he did that movie with Dennis Rodman, and he was just high throughout that whole movie. Like he was high on
There's a
drugs and
movie
everything.
with Dennis Rodman.
He did a movie with Dennis Rodman, and he is high throughout that entire movie. He also, I think, he did a movie with Rob Schneider too.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, I think. But Cyborg was a great Van Damme movie. Marked for Death. Marked for Death was great with Steven Seagal. That was his early career stuff. Steven Seagal, I remember what they say he became a bit of a diva on set too.
Who, Seagal?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
There's
heard
also
about him.
the Amazon show is really good. I heard.
I heard about Seagal being a diva on set. Yes.
Yeah, the Van Damme show, because the Van Damme show that Hugo brought up,
Double
it's pretty
Team.
interesting. Yeah, Double Team
Wow.
was that's what Shane brought up. Yeah, that was Double Impact. Double Team was the one with Rodman. No, Hugo brought up the Van Damme show, which was again Van Damme had a career resurgence ever since doing like the Expendables, and he was playing the villain, and just he started doing that show where he plays himself as an actor, but he's really a spy. So he was like living like a double life, which I thought was pretty funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, they say he's just enjoying it now, Van Damme. But Seagal, when you hear the reports, like, yeah, he was a diva on set, and that's why he really didn't make it too much in Hollywood.
Yeah, I mean, like you're doing. I mean, his whole shtick. I mean, he did the same. They all did the same movie, but.
Well, did you ever see the movie he was with? He was in a movie with Kurt Russell and John Leguizamo, and they killed Steven Seagal early in the beginning of the movie. Like he didn't even get to make it in for the action.
I didn't.
Like literally, no. So how this movie starts is that they're going. Steven Seagal and Van Damme have actual beef with each other. I heard about that. I don't know. They probably did because that's how they some of the actions divas were back then. But
Universal Soldier.
Yeah, Universal Soldier.
That was my shit.
So how the movie opened up is that Steven Seagal is this leader of this military team, and Kurt Russell's character is more of a consultant with them. They have to get on this plane that's been taken over by terrorists, and one of the things they do is like the stealth bomber that it connects to the bottom of the plane. They all get in with the exception of Steven Seagal's character because something starts to happen where the plane starts to fall apart. And Steven goes, you guys gotta, complete the mission, closes the thing, and all you see is just him hanging on the side of the plane like bad CGI, and he just takes off like that. That's how they kill off his character in the movie. So that's the first 5 minutes of the movie. And they advertise it Steven Seagal, Kurt Russell.
So Tone, favorite, and you only can pick one.
Okay.
Favorite Arnold movie.
Favorite what?
Arnold movie.
Favorite Arnold movie. Oh my god. Okay. If I'm, look, I'm probably gonna say Predator. Like that's just
really.
I mean, I love Predator.
What about you, Seabass? Favorite Arnold movie? Only one.
Number one, it's always gonna because whenever I think of Arnold, it's the first one that pops in my head is T2.
Oh, T2, yes.
T2. Mm-hmm.
And then Predator.
That would have been for me.
Predator comes in second, but T2 for every time I think of Arnold.
Kindergarten Cop. Kindergarten Cop is good.
That was good.
Kindergarten Cop
was a good one. Last Action Hero was also good.
Yes.
Yep. And then
Twins.
Twins is a good one. Or my favorite.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the skit that he did with Danny DeVito at the Oscars?
Oh, it was so good. And he's going at Michael Keaton, and Michael Keaton's just there, and he's eating it up. Michael Keaton just fucking sold it, man. It was so good, so good. No, I love
Jingle
Predator.
All the Way with Sinbad. Yes,
Jingle All the Way is my favorite holiday movie. I can't say it's my favorite Arnold movie. It's my favorite holiday movie. My kids know it as my favorite holiday. I watch it once when I'm off for my 2 weeks of Christmas. Jingle All the Way is coming on at some point in those 2 weeks. I don't care what anyone's doing.
The Grinch has to be mine.
Arnold was the best thing in the Schumacher Batman movie as Mr. Freeze. Just
absolutely. His Mr. Freeze.
Like,
no, because he's right there with fucking Jim Carrey's Riddler. You're bugging, bro.
Listen, if you look at the whole Schumacher Batman movie, Arnold is the only person that stuck out from that movie. Everyone else, it's just like, why did they make this movie? I mean, Clooney with his.
This is the same movie with Jim Carrey as the Riddler.
No, it was Tommy Lee Jones.
It's Tommy Lee Jones. It's Two-Face and Riddler in the Batman Forever.
That was the Val Kilmer Batman.
That's the Val Kilmer Batman, and then the George Clooney Batman is Poison Ivy with Uma Thurman, Bane, and Arnold as Mr. Freeze.
And what's
Okay,
crazy is
all right.
that Schwarzenegger made
All right,
more
all
money
right,
than
okay,
Clooney in
thank
that
you.
movie. Schwarzenegger made more money
I
than
mean,
Clooney in that movie.
it's Schwarzenegger. At that time, Schwarzenegger was way more popular than Clooney.
Oh, that's great.
Someone drew Keaton doing the "Come On" as Batman.
When he was sitting there and he was at them saying, "Come on," because Keaton was
Come
just,
on, yeah.
Keaton was great.
Yeah, that was odd.
It was like the video was like, yeah, he threw me out the window. I get it. It was hilarious.
I love seeing both. I was no, and I would say it's Predator. T2's. I haven't seen T2 in so long. It's like one of those movies that I want to watch with Tonio.
T2 is.
Because I remember watching Terminator 2 as a kid. It's like
It was so great. T2
like,
is amazing.
It's like I was watching all those movies because my thing was my dad was like, as long as there's no tits, I can watch all these violent action movies. As long as there's no sex scenes, I was good to go.
Blood and guts is good, just no private parts.
I can see men get killed, but I can't see a woman's breast.
Take a fucking chainsaw to the chest.
Jeez Louise.
I can watch a skull get ripped out of a dude's head from a fucking predator, but God forbid I see boobs.
No boobs. No boobs. No,
I remember the days. Cover your eyes.
Cover your eyes. Yep.
You're not supposed to see this part.
I could still hear it. I could still hear it.
Yeah.
You gotta come my ears too. Oh god.
I think
but you see Arnold's ass in the OG Terminator. Yes, you do. You see it in the first Terminator movie. He's all naked. And that was the one where it's shout out to Bill Paxton, who's gotten killed by a Terminator, a Predator, and an alien.
Yeah,
because it was
Total Recall where you see the 3 boob lady. I remember seeing that as a kid.
Oh, Total Recall is another fucking.
Total Recall's a good one too.
Yeah. Yo, Arnold's lineup is lit for real.
Yeah. Yes. I was able to see Arnold's bare ass. I'm telling you, man, it was just the boobs.
The Running Man. That was another good one of Schwarzenegger's movies. It's not as talked by many people, but it's another great action flick where again
Eraser's good too.
Yeah, Eraser's another good one.
And then
too.
True Lies. True Lies is a classic.
End of Days is like a hit or miss.
Kindergarten Cop. That was such a good one also. I'm looking at on the IMDb. There's like a clip of all of his movie moments.
Conan the Adventurer.
Oh, I did not see I stopped watching Terminator after.
Yeah, after nothing exists after T2.
I stopped. I saw T3.
Commando.
I watched the one with Christian Bale, and then I stopped.
Nothing exists after T2.
Wait, there is a one with Christian Bale.
Yeah, he does 4.
Which
Christian Bale hated that movie. They said that he almost got into a fight with the director in that movie. He says it was just one of the worst.
It was a waste.
He says it was one of the worst experiences that he's had working on a movie, which was that Terminator movie.
Oh wow! Remember Junior?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
Listen, Arnold Schwarzenegger has had a long career. Him, Bruce Willis, Stallone.
Yo,
True Lies.
Yeah. Speaking of Stallone, yo, that reboot of Rambo had no business being that good.
Oh, one was just
it had no business being that good. Like, you think when this man's coming back to do another Rambo movie, and you're like, yo, this is bullshit. And he's like, yo, no.
That movie was violent.
That movie was violent.
That movie was like old school.
That new Rambo was violent.
Outside of the progressive screeching from John Connor, I can watch T2 all day. John Connor was the shit then.
Edward Furlong. Oh man, his career. Yeah, you would think that his career would have blossomed there, but he was another kid that got.
Yeah,
like he played a version of the Crow in straight to TV movie.
Oh, he grew up ugly.
Yeah, he did it. But that's what drugs does, kids. All on drugs, man. All those kids. But yeah, it's like
your parents are dead.
Yo, that has become the only meme.
You're such a meme. He's like, who is Ahsoka still a Jedi? Yeah, Ahsoka still a Jedi. Your parents are dead.
What the fuck is that?
It's the whole. It's like, you know, he's
it's
on
a
the phone
whole-
and he's talking to the mom, and the mom is dead from the T-1000.
Yeah.
So the whole joke, because, you know, everyone's like,
Uh-huh.
only like a real Star Wars fan knows that Ahsoka is no longer a Jedi, right? Because she left the Order.
Right.
So the joke is
Right.
him asking that question, and the mom, who is the T-1000, saying, "Yeah, she's a Jedi." And so he turns to John. He's like, "Your mom's dead," because, you know.
Oh yeah, because you.
it's not true.
Got it.
Become
Okay.
a huge
Because
meme.
you don't know anything.
Exactly.
So have you guys seen the new Crow trailer?
I have not. I heard about it. Oh, they got the.
I told your brain is
my
not a
brain is
tumor.
not a tumor.
Also,
We can go to
surprisingly watching Kindergarten Cop, because we watched it, I want to say a couple months ago, and I forgot, like, the 90s was really weird in their rating system for like a PG movie. That movie was like PG-13, because like this dude gets killed in the first 5 minutes, and I'm watching it with my kids, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Listen, Gremlins would have been a rated R movie, and it was a
Gremlins
PG
would have
movie.
totally been rated R.
Gremlins was PG.
Like, I still haven't put that on because me and Jack are like, this is just gonna scare the kids. Because
Yeah,
Gizmo's really
yeah.
cute, and then the fuckers come
It
around.
totally turns otherwise. Gremlins 2 is not too
in
bad.
Gremlins, they shot an
Gremlins
old
1 is
lady-
worse, I think.
Gremlins 1, they shot an old lady out of her second floor window. Remember when they had those chairs that used to go up and down? And it's like they were messing with it. All you just see her go up the stairs and then shoot out the window like a rocket. I'm like, oh my god, the kids are seeing this. It was like eating up the Santa. It's Gremlins.
Why not? Why won't you rewatch it?
It's not a fun watch. That one's a creepy watch. Gremlins 2 is better. It's easier to digest.
Well, Gremlins 2 was more of a joke by then. It was just more straight in comedy. I mean, Gremlins
I think
2,
that's the one that happened in the office building, right?
yeah. And what was crazy, Gremlins
Sprinkler
2 had
system.
two intermission scenes, one with Hulk Hogan, and I forgot the other one because they did it where it's like Hulk Hogan was just yelling. Yeah, it's really
What?
weird. No, so
I don't
in one of the
remember that.
So one of the Gremlins 2's takes, because there was two of them, I don't remember the other one, but one of them was with Hulk Hogan, where all of a sudden it's like you're watching a movie and then this film looks like it just like breaks up, and then you see these two Gremlins come out doing shadow puppets, and then they go to this whole movie theater thing where they're like, yeah, Gremlins took over the movie, and then go, Mr. Hogan, can you do something? And you just see Hulk Hogan just stand up and just start yelling like, you Gremlins get out of there before I go up there and make you eat your vitamins and blah blah blah. Hogan, because it was Hogan at the 90s. And then he looks into the camera and goes, enjoy the rest of the film, folks. And you see him sit down, and then the film starts again.
What the?
Literally, that
Really?
happened in Gremlins 2. Yes, it is one of the intermission scenes that they did for the movie.
The fact that they have multiple intermission scenes is already wild.
The fact that one exists is a problem.
It's like Gremlins 2 is such a fever dream. Like you had the female Gremlin that was trying to
Yep.
take. The spider one was crazy. That was creepy in that movie.
I don't think I saw Gremlins 2. I saw Gremlins 1 a couple times. I think I saw when I was a kid. I don't remember seeing Gremlins 2.
Yeah. Gremlins 2 I remember more than 1 because I was afraid of 1. But Gremlins 2 wasn't. I was younger, when it came out. So, but Gremlins 2, I was a little bit older, and it didn't bother me. So, yeah. Who else they have for intermission scenes? Alf and Blossom. Wow, Alf and Blossom. Blossom was a good show. Alf is that's be a little bit before me.
Fucking Alf, man, alien life form eating cats.
Yeah, they did two of them.
You didn't know that, Val? That's what Alf ate. He ate cats.
You're lying.
I'm not
Alf
lying.
ate cats.
He ate cats.
See, Alf was on Channel 2, and I didn't watch Channel 2. We only had 5 channels, and where I lived, Channel 2 and 4 didn't have a great signal. So it was 5, 7, 9, and 11. And
I didn't watch Alf on syndication either. I just know that Alf ate fucking cats.
Listen, Alf ate
Did he?
cats.
No, you're
Alf
lying.
had a Alf ate cats, and he had a cartoon
cats.
show.
Yeah. Yes, like his whole thing was eating cats. Like, it's no bullshit.
Alf's favorite food is cats, and of course, this is well known to all the Alf fans out there. I googled what does Alf eat. Well, Alf's favorite food is cats. What the fuck is that?
I found the Hulk Hogan.
Why did they make that? That's so sad.
Yeah, he's always eating cats.
This is why I didn't watch that damn show.
So I just sent you guys the Hulk Hogan scene. So whoever wants to see it, it's there in the link. Again, yeah, but no, Alf had a cartoon show, and it's really crazy. So like, RoboCop was a very violent movie.
Yeah.
And then they made a cartoon show and marketed a toy line for kids. Rambo was a very violent movie, and they made a toy line and marketed to kids for Rambo.
Right, but the thing is the violent movies was the thing of the 80s and the 90s. We didn't give a fuck.
Like excessively violent movies. Like RoboCop is like excessively violent.
He shot a guy in the head.
And it's fucked up.
I know.
And the concept of it is super
it's like he went like it was like
but it was so good.
It's like overtly gory, but the great thing is it's practical effects, so it's amazing.
Yeah, he never ate it on screen. It was implied. No, yeah, it was implied. He had a guy, meow. Yeah, I mean,
I don't like Alf now. I did not know that. I didn't watch. I can't remember. Like, I know what Alf looks like. I can probably recognize his voice, but I cannot remember a single episode of that show.
I didn't watch. Yeah, I watched like one episode of the show, and then I learned about his fascination of cats later on.
Well, it's like Harry and the Henderson. No one, you can ask anybody about that show. No one remembers about the show with a family living with Bigfoot.
No, I do remember that one.
And they made it into movies.
I do remember that one. I remember the bald guy from Third Rock from the Sun was in that show. And dinosaurs, like Channel 5 shows were really weird.
I fucking hated dinosaurs, man.
Dinosaurs was my list of
I hated that show.
Not the mama.
I just didn't like
Married
it.
with Children, dinosaurs.
I know.
Dinosaurs has the saddest ending, though.
I don't think I've ever watched the ending.
The ending. So the show ends when the comet and what is it? When the Ice Age takes over, when the dinosaurs die out. That's how the show ends. You can look it up. Dinosaur ends.
That was a fucked up laugh.
It was like, I was watching something. It was like most messed up ways shows, and it was like dinosaurs ends with them going into the Ice Age, and they don't
really.
Yeah,
exactly. You go.
That is.
That's spoiler warning. It happened already.
That's funny.
Yeah, you can look it up. It's like
wow.
It's like, damn.
How we got into this rabbit hole, I don't know.
I mean, talking about all this stuff, I'm surprised. I've been trying to figure out a way for it to come up organically, but I'm just gonna bring it up. We haven't talked about Stallone's awesome, incredible movie, Judge Dredd.
First of all, Judge Dredd
that movie.
Was not bad.
No. I'm not being.
I am the law.
I'm not being. I am the law.
That and Demolition Man we had on VHS, so I watched those two religiously.
Does anybody know how to use the 3 shows? I'm still wondering.
Yeah,
listen,
they're cannibals.
First 80s, 90s one-liners were so good, especially in the 90s.
That's so, man. Oh God.
Jesus Christ, I feel old.
Listen, Demolition Man with Wesley Snipes with that hair, that was criminal already.
That was so good.
Oh man, Taco Bell was the restaurant that survived the restaurant wars.
Oh, man. I gotta watch
that. At the time,
again. I need to watch that shit again.
No, Judge Dredd was lit.
I haven't seen the Stallone Judge Dredd in years.
So surprisingly,
I'm about to watch it.
The Carl Urban one was good.
Yeah, the Carl Urban one was good.
Carl Urban one was really good.
I think the Carl Urban Judge Dredd leans more into the comic book universe than the one that Stallone did.
Yeah.
Demolition Man is classic, man. There's no Can't go wrong
Yeah,
with
you
that
go
one.
with the Vanilla Ice looking wild hair. Oh man, those movies are classic. There's one that falls off the list as a good movie. It was a great action movie. I'm glad they didn't really make a sequel. It was with it's The Long Kiss Goodnight. That was a good one at the time that fell under the radar. That was with it wasn't Julia Roberts. What's her face? I can't remember her name right now, but she was the lead
I
actress
don't
in it.
remember that at all.
But it
We're
fell
talking
right
about
on the
action
radar.
movies. Is this an action movie?
Yes, it is. It's an action movie you can watch for Christmas. A Long Kiss Goodnight.
Speaking of action movies, fucking Face Off. Oh, Face Off, so good.
Face Off is great.
Face Off
Nick
is
Cage
good.
and John Travolta.
Hell yeah,
you can't
man.
go around with that shit.
There you go, Gina
First
Davis.
of all, they both played.
Gina Davis. They Hugo and Cheyenne pointed out. Gina Davis. Yeah, she was the star of that movie. Long Kiss Goodnight is a classic. So put that on your list. She plays what was it, Charlie Baltimore. But Face Off. Face Off is that movie that really like John Travolta and Nicolas Cage just
they acted their ass
they
off
were
that
just
shit.
on it, man. Yeah, Face Off is and you know, back 90s action movie, PG-13, we're gonna show this man's face with no face.
Yeah.
That's when Nicolas Cage also too went on to do
like the Lethal Weapon movies. Everybody blows up, everybody dies, everybody gets shot up, and the blood popping all over the place.
Face Off was good, man. Technology made no sense. Makes no fucking sense. We're gonna change faces.
You had Lethal Weapon. You had Speed.
Speed's good.
Speed good, yeah. Only Speed 1 though. Only Speed 1.
Yeah, there's no Speed 2. Yeah, can you imagine Jason Bourne and Charlie Baltimore running a rampant into once? Yeah, that would actually be pretty dope because you know it's Charlie Baltimore was the Jason Bourne of the time. Again, such an underrated movie, Long Kiss Goodnight. It's like Charlie Baltimore, but yeah, I would love to see again. Going back, and I just lost my train of thought. God damn it. Yeah, Lethal Weapon. I heard that they wanted to do another one.
Lethal Weapon was lit. I think I like all three Lethal Weapons though.
What's crazy is that each Lethal Weapon, when you sit down and watch it, they fit the time period that they are in, like because it's falling with them aging and all that as cops and all that. But it's like that's the one.
Another 48 Hours is another good one.
That is an underrated one.
Murphy.
48 hours and another 48 hours. Those are two good ones right there too.
Those are two two movies that actually work well. Like, you know, sometimes the sequels you're like, like Terminator 2 is one that's better than the first, right? Yeah. There's not a whole lot of sequels that you can say is better than the first. Yep. I think Another 48 Hours is one of them. Eddie Murphy had a good run. Golden Child was another good one, bro.
That was him and Gary Busey in 48 Hours, right?
Yeah.
Gary went off the wall. And then there was another one. There was another. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say there was another action movie. It was FX and FX2, which again it was pairing people with the cop, and FX was just sci-fi action where they were using where the cop was teaming up with a special effects expert. So it was just one of those movies again when you put it on Channel 11.
There were 4 Lethal Weapons. I thought it was only 3.
There was 4.
It was 4.
Chris Rock was in the 4th one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the one that we.
It was like Chris Rock was character was dating Danny Glover's daughter in that movie.
Oh, I do remember that. Okay, that wasn't that great, but still fits.
Like I said, it fits the
was
time.
Okay.
Bad Boys was another one.
Oh, Bad Boys 2 is better than Bad Boys 1.
That's going more soon earlier. You know, that's like.
We froze Val.
Bad Boys is already old.
But yeah, Bad Boys has gotten old. Bad Boys came out when I was in high school.
Yeah, Bad Boys when it came out was the 90s. It was 90s.
Yeah.
It took forever for Bad Boys 2 to come out. Yeah. They take forever to come out. So like Bad Boys 2, Bad Boys 1 was like almost 10 years.
Will Smith was still on The Fresh Prince when he did Bad Boys.
No, he was not.
Yes, he was. He was starting to break out at the time. He was still on Fresh Prince. To the Google. But
I'm literally going to check. So Bad Boys came out in 95.
We hear the clacking away.
Sci-fi movie from the late 90s. Strange Days. Yeah, Strange Days was good
Last.
too. Strange Days was a really good movie too. That's another. I believe that's the one with Angela Bassett, right, Hugo? If I'm correct.
When was the last episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Val?
Last episode concluded in May 2096.
There we go.
Yep.
Last season premiered in September of 95. However, it was already filmed, no? Or do they film it week over week during that time?
The TV shows, I think TV shows they filmed throughout the season.
Yeah. So Strange Days is a good one to put on. Yeah, that was the one with Angela Bassett. That was a really good one. It was a good. It's really good.
I don't remember that one.
It was really good. It was another good one. Again, it fell under the radar. If you knew, you watched it. And it was just like, oh wow, this is a really good movie. It was easy for movies like that to get lost in the crack of things, and like because there were just so many big box office movies coming out at the time. Damn, there was another one off the top. Rutger Hauer was another good actor who he was in a movie. It was a sci-fi movie, and I can't remember the name of it. I gotta look. It was a really good action movie. It really had that flow of mixing aliens and Predator in this, and it was just, he was a beat cop.
I was closing windows of things that Googled throughout today's episode. We went from we was talking Mir Margolis, Hyperion, Rupert Grint, Bob's Furniture, Damsel to Popeye to Star Wars, Arnold Schwarzenegger, IKEA. Like, how did we go down this road? I don't even know. And now Jean-Claude Van Damme, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Alf. Because I did have to Google that Alf ate aliens. It's crazy. And Halo.
Dark Prophet. Can't forget Dark Prophet.
Oh, yeah. I closed that one too. That's right.
Shit is wild.
So what do we got on the docket next week? We have Blue-Eyed Samurai.
Blue-Eyed Samurai's next week. Okay, I thought it was show done. All right, so I will watch Blue-Eyed Samurai.
So we're going to be talking about the anime Blue-Eyed Samurai. For those who don't know, that is on Netflix. I'm going to take some time this week to post some stuff on the calendar on YouTube for those who are following and subscribing on YouTube, so that this way you can see what we got coming up in the next couple of weeks. Join us in there for those conversations, and get to see some of the shows that we've been watching. Great recommendations. If you have some good recommendations, very nerds of the round of the unhinged and random. Yes, Shy, we were very random today. This was one of those random fun topics. And I cannot
Random Nerd Chat title was so spot on.
Indeed.
Oh, yes. Blue-Eyed Samurai. Yes, we're getting into that next week. I'm excited.
But I'm going to be posting our calendar.
That animation is amazing.
Yes, the animation. So I got 2 more episodes left, and I got to say, I love every minute of the show. It's giving me Ninja Scroll.
We'll wait for next week.
Yep.
We'll wait for next week.
But been a fun show, guys.
Indeed.
Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you guys like, subscribe. Like us, share us, talk to us, share some show recommendations or movie recommendations. Maybe we'll pick them up and watch them.
Yeah. Let us know what you want us to watch or talk shit about or hate.
Yep.
I do some of that too very well. I'm a hater.
Yes, you are.
Recommend some. Let's recommend some bad video game movies for Tone.
No.
Been a blast. Stay safe. Catch you next week. Thank you, Hugo. Thank you, everybody.
All right, gonna hit that beautiful being music in 3, 2.
Never require us to watch Seabass Trash of the Month, Hugo. So I don't know.
I'll pass on that one.